Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife, Marie. And you are going in Smackdown Live.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going In the Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it to make sure you always get your new Going In Raw notifications. We're also available on Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Cal, you're just lingering there. Are you going to be in the recap or not? Are you going to be here or not?
You guys want me to do the recap?
It's our muscle. Only if you stand there the entire time
I
like
want to
that.
stand like this.
And no one can see your head.
Exactly. That'd be perfect.
And then just recap the whole show just like this.
So you're about to leave. Do you want to take this beer on the road with you?
No, I don't want to do that.
No?
I'm taking a lot of creatine, so that beer will only dehydrate me and
good.
it'll screw up my kidneys and my liver.
Also, don't drink and drive.
No,
Yeah, there's that
That's
too.
the
not
bigger.
not a good idea.
That's
Do
the
not
bigger
do
point.
that, children.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us during the
Yes.
live stream.
Yes.
I had a great time, you guys. It was fun.
Plug your show.
Oh, and by the way, friendos of all over California or wherever, December 14th, PWA, Pro Wrestling Alliance. I'm having a show in my hometown of Vacaville at the DeVille Theater. If you guys are available around, please come watch. I think we're going to have some friendos there.
We'll be
We're
there.
going to be there, and we're bringing the Going In Raw Championship with us as well.
Please.
I just decided that.
That's fine. I'm on board with that.
I know you friendos are worried about the H title and Simon Miller and what happened with all that Korea. Who cares about Korea? Let's talk about Vacaville, California, in Northern California, Cal's hometown. So if you guys are able to come, you know, go, have a great time.
Yeah,
I'll
it'll
be
be
there.
fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
We should declare it Friendo Fest 2.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
The second
yes.
Friendo Fest.
Done.
We're going to be
That's
there.
decided.
Cal's going to be in action.
Yes.
Vacaville, December 13th?
14th.
14th.
December 14th.
December 14th.
Yes. And eventually there will be tickets on Eventbrite and all that stuff. But yeah, friendos, if you want to watch me in action, if you want to see these guys, come to the PWA DeVille Theater, Vacaville, December 14th. Show starts at 7 p.m. Anyway, you guys, I got to hit the road and I got things to do.
All right, Cal.
buddy.
Safe travels, man. Thanks
Safe
for coming
travels. Text me when you get home.
I will text you guys. When I
by. Me
get
too. Make sure do the group chat so we
the
all know
group
you're
chat.
safe.
So everybody knows you're safe.
Yes. Want you to be safe.
See you, bud. This was a fun stream tonight because it was a fun SmackDown,
It was a
man.
fun show.
I thought it was a blast. Like, who really needs Crown Jewel when you have the build to Crown Jewel? At least this SmackDown. The SmackDown's really fun.
The build to Crown Jewel is going to be better than Crown Jewel.
Yeah, probably. We're not gonna know
Because pretty much top to bottom across the board, like everything they built towards Crown Jewel on SmackDown night was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know.
Even the opening segment, which got off to a bit of a bumpy start, we were kind of cringing through it a little bit.
It was all saved by one man. I hate to say it.
It is. I hate to say that. I hate to say it. That Hulk Hogan saved that segment.
I actually popped because when he was running down Team Flair, when they were walking up the ramp and he was pointing out each one, and he said, Shinsuke Nakamura, not Ichiban, Niban, young boy. We laughed so hard. That was the funniest damn thing I've ever heard come out of Hulk Hogan's mouth. And granted, I know lately it's been like, do we really need Hogan around? Maybe not. But, man, that was hilarious. That was an awesome
That was
line
really
from Hulk
damn
Hogan.
funny.
Calling Shinsuke Nakamura a young boy.
That was really
using,
damn funny.
Apparently, the Japanese terminology for young boy. Niban, maybe, if I heard him right. I don't know.
Niban or Mebon.
Something like that. I don't
Anyways.
know. Somebody will tell me.
He was sure to clarify what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
When he followed by saying young boy.
Young boy.
No ambiguity what he was saying
No.
there. That was
No.
pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
Let's just get right into it.
Yeah,
Show
hop in.
kicked off with Miz TV, the SmackDown Ross members on Team Hogan, Team Flair in the ring. First thing you notice is, what the hell is Chad Gable wearing now?
Ooh.
He's now officially Shorty G.
Yeah.
And so now he's got a bright blue, essentially basketball
It's like
uniform.
Seahawks colors.
It is. Bright blue basketball jersey with Volt.
Yeah.
It says Shorty G, and on the G, on the long side, it has like a ruler on it.
Yeah.
He's a wrestler. He was an amateur wrestler. Why is he wearing basketball stuff?
So, okay. Let's just work through this a little bit
I mean,
here.
I think if you make a couple connections, I can see, because
That's what you have
typically basketball players are tall.
tall.
He's supposed to be not tall.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's funny he's wearing basketball gear because he's not tall.
Or he's proving the point that even though I'm short, I can still do what tall people do. And in this case, tall people generally can play basketball.
Yeah.
Because they're tall.
I think we came with a much better idea on the stream, which is put him in clothes that are way too large for him.
Yeah.
A Charlie Chaplin situation.
Yeah. Yeah, just give him the oversized Charlie Chaplin thing and have him do the penguin
Like he's trying
walk.
to do a move and constantly has to pull up a sleeve.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you really want to accentuate how short he is, even
Or
though he's not that short.
Maybe. Just give him a wrestling singlet.
Just let him wrestle.
Yeah, exactly.
Why name him Shorty G anyways?
Yeah.
Chad Gable's a really cool name.
But here's the thing. Number one, hats off to Kansas City. That crowd was fantastic. I really hope that their reaction to Shorty G, who, by the way, yes, his ring attire is lame. You can say what you will about the Shorty G thing, but he is in a featured role.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of screen time.
Getting a lot of screen time, and he's, at least with this crowd, supremely over.
Yeah.
So I'm all about it for right now. I think that he'd still work better as like a tweener instead of doing the whole, oh, you're undersized, you can do anything. That's cheesy.
Yeah, the inspiring underdog thing is cheesy. I agree.
It is. It totally is. And here's the thing about, like, for some people that totally works. Like Mustafa Ali, I don't expect to be a guy with witty one-liners. Chad Gable is a witty guy. We've seen this plenty in NXT and even a little bit on the main roster. He's a very witty guy. He'd be better off as, and this is why the whole idea of him being Kurt Angle's son instead of Jason Jordan, he, in many ways, including his wit, is very reminiscent of Kurt Angle. I think he could excel in that role. Maybe we'll get there down the line. I hope so. But in any event, we did see a lot of Chad Gable, Shorty G tonight.
Yeah.
Ali got plenty of screen time.
Yeah.
I mean, the wrestling was actually really, really good during this main event match. I thought it was off the charts good.
I can't think of a match that was a letdown. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Miz, he introduces the teams, members of the teams, at least that who are there. Hogan starts by talking some trash about Ric Flair personally. Kind of generic stuff. Flair responds, I think, with trash talk. It was kind of hard to put things together. And
He just opens his mouth and lets.
yeah, pretty much. He did say it was pretty funny. He says, and Roman Reigns, I'm tired of looking at you. That was pretty funny.
Right?
That was
Yeah,
pretty
that was
funny.
good. Roman, by the way, seemed at moments bored, at moments very amused.
Tickled.
He seemed a bit on the tickled side.
seemed tickled, yeah.
Especially when he got on the mic.
I think it was this exchange where Hogan's like, hey, you've never beat me, Flair, one-on-one. This is making me think about, like us having another match, essentially. That was kind of the back and forth going on here. Sammy's next to talk. He starts talking trash about Chad Gable. Gable responds saying that he's embraced who he is, apparently short.
Yeah.
Even though he's like 5'8". He's not that short.
That's, I think, actually average height.
Yeah, like 5'9", 5'10", I think
I mean,
is average.
look, when you're in AEW, he's a giant.
Yeah,
I
know.
joke, but kind of. Like in WWE, they are very tall people. It is kind of striking. Like, you think of like even like Sami Zayn, who like you think is like probably a short guy. Nah, man, he's like
6 foot.
I think Shinsuke is maybe 6'1".
Yeah.
And Sammy is like barely shorter than him. So yeah, he's probably
About
6 feet.
6 foot.
Yeah.
Like Seth is 6'2". I think Cesaro's like 6'2" or 6'4". He's surprisingly
Cesaro
tall.
and Sheamus are tall guys.
Yeah.
They're really tall guys.
Yeah. Anyways, and Gable says, I'm proud to be who I am. I'm proud to be a member of Team Hogan. Ali is next to talk. He calls Sammy he says, like, I know you can't wrestle anymore, and now you're just Nakamura's mouthpiece, which is a shame because your breath stinks.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a crap line.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one. Baron's next. He says that Crown Jewel was named in his honor, and then he points out Roman and says, Roman, you're going to do what you always do, and let's let everyone down. And then Roman dropped maybe the best promo of his career, maybe if you exclude put that beef away
Put that
bit,
beef away, yeah.
where he looks at Baron and says, your crown's stupid, your robe's stupid, your scepter's stupid, you're pretty stupid. It can be entertaining at times until you open your stupid mouth.
Yeah.
Like
It was
the
just-
delivery was so natural.
Yeah, it was very
It was everything.
natural. Yeah.
It was everything.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. And then that's when Hogan suggests, hey, let's have a match. Let's have there's 6 wrestlers here, 3-on-3. Let's have a match. And Sammy's like, nah, I'm good. So the Team Flair leaves. That's when Hogan suggests the 6-man tag. That's when he called Nakamura a young boy.
We pop big for that.
And Sammy says, I can't wrestle in this match. I'm not cleared. I hurt my neck on the flight over here.
Yeah.
I have a sub, though.
He's like, however, given the impromptu nature of this match, I have a substitute waiting for me.
Yeah.
But it was Cesaro.
Yeah, it was Cesaro. Yeah. Cesaro comes down, and he wanted to fight right now, so he runs after Roman and starts fighting.
Big
so this brawl breaks out around the ringside area. Faces get the upper hand. They stand tall in the ring to end the segment. Before commercial, we go backstage. New Day are walking through the corridor, and it's Big E, Kofi, not an iPad. They got the recuperating Xavier Woods on FaceTime.
Yeah, word is he's going to be out for a year.
Yeah, Achilles tears, they take a while.
He seemed to have on Twitter, he sort of mentioned this. He had a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not diplomatic. He seemed to be looking at it in a positive light. He says, I'm going to be making a lot of appearances. I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming.
Yeah.
I think he's going to take this year and focus on up, down, bringing that to become an even greater empire in the video gaming streaming
You got that right.
industry.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the New Day are terrific. Maybe this will give, some time for Big E to shine as a singles guy.
I hope
Maybe
so.
we'll get that. Maybe they'll keep them just together as a tag team doing that. I don't know. But yeah, a year is a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
It is. A lot can change in a year.
So the New Day took on Bob Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Kind of a short match.
It was a short match.
It was. I mean, this was kind of the only throwaway bit, seemingly. But it was the first time that we got to see Bob Roode and Dolph Ziggler. They got a win here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's all building towards that tag team turmoil match at Crown Jewel.
The best tag team in the world.
They've been investing. Hats off to SmackDown. They're at least investing some time in building that match up. I don't think they've done anything on Raw, really.
I don't think
They've
so.
mentioned it.
Yeah, what tag teams are on Raw?
War Raiders, they just won the tag titles.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they're in that match. And then they had a match against somebody this past week.
Is Heavy Machinery in that match?
It was Ryder and Hawkins. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are they in that match?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So at least SmackDown's actually trying to build that match in a serious capacity. Anyways,
Yeah.
right before a commercial break, Kofi goes up the top rope. Can't talk. Gets knocked off. So he's like kind of sitting on the top rope. Dolph super kicks him off the top rope to the ringside area. Go to commercial, come back. Big E has the upper hand on Dolph, dropping him with belly to bellies. He's running to the ropes to do his splash. Bob Roode is there, hits him, knocks him off the apron, and then Dolph gets up, trying to get the upper hand. E drops him with the clothesline, and then Roode and Ziggler are Dolph's on the outside, and then Big E launches Kofi over the top rope to take him out, turns around, Bob Roode's there. Eventually, though, Dolph rolls up Kofi for the win. And a brawl breaks out pretty much right away. You have the Revival come out, too. So you have the heels beating up on the New Day, Heavy Machinery come down to make the save, and faces stand tall.
There was one little bit at the very end when Otis started walking up to Big E, and then Big E turned around and Otis backed up away from him. To make sure, hey, I'm not going to do anything. So yeah, like you said, they're trying what they can to build to this best tag team thing in the world.
Yeah, best world tag team thing.
Yeah. After that, we had a Tyson Fury Braun Strowman video package.
Just kind
Drew
of.
Gulak's been doing the best work in building this match.
Yeah, I know. He's doing all the legwork. It's
He
interesting.
really is. After that, we had Lacey Evans versus Cameron Connors,
This
local enhancement talent.
This is actually pretty fun.
No, I like this. This is cool.
This is actually pretty fun. So you think,
I mean,
Lacey...
You're going to have a squash match.
At least take a creative approach to it, exactly. Before the match starts, Lacey grabs the mic, and it's like, I'm a classy lady. I'm going to walk out of this ring and walk up this ramp because people here in Kansas City, in this cowtown,
y'all are nasties. I'm walking out of here.
don't deserve to see a lady like me in a ring compete.
Yeah.
And so she leaves the ring, and the ref starts counting.
Yeah.
All the way up to 9. And at 9, she gets back in the ring, clocks Cameron Connors with a woman's right, takes her sweet time getting to the pin, and gets the win.
Yeah.
That was like a nasty worked punch. She actually really swung and put her hips into it.
calling Lacey Evans a nasty?
Am I calling her nasty?
A nasty.
No, I just said it was a good looking punch.
Yeah, it was good stuff. So yeah. Anyways, after that we had a Nikki Cross interview where she was very excited to
Talk to Michael Cole.
Yeah. First for everything, I guess.
I know. She was like jubilant,
super happy. Yeah,
super happy to talk to Michael Cole.
She's done more with just happy to be here than anybody. That's like kind of her
because there's still an edge to it,
Yeah, I mean she brings that. She brings like some complexity to I'm just happy to be here, but she can like turn crazy at any moment.
Yeah.
And I like it's so good.
It is good.
She does a good job with that.
It is good. It's very good. And like she was just talking about her match with Bailey coming up, and the whole thing was just like I'm excited to be here.
Yeah,
I got a match against Mandy later on, win that match against Bailey. Super excited.
We're big fans of Nikki Cross.
Oh, she's great.
She's terrific. I have to open up. I forgot to open up Discord and tell Discord that we're going live today.
Oh shucks.
What's my problem?
I mean, it's like you forget about them all the time almost.
Listen. At least I'm there sometimes.
Is that a shot? That's a shot at me.
You nasty.
Not a nasty. After that, we have a recap of Seth burning down the Firefly Funhouse. They had to go to that shot, a close-up of Seth. Burn it down.
Burn it down.
He should have done that or whispered it. Screamed it like his theme, or just go, burn it down. Seth Bullock style.
Should have farted it.
Well, that'd be something else.
Oh, here we go. Whoa, really?
What?
Butts says, you guys should check out Backstage. Finn gave an interview where he said the Prince is back.
Yeah, someone says that in Super Chat. That's great. Huge news.
Real. And that sounds like we might get the guy who's going around like doing this to people.
I don't think they're going to do that, though.
What if he has like a fake knife?
Can't
really tell what it
He
is.
starts a faction called Knife Perverts.
Knife perverts.
There you go.
I love that, man.
After the Seth Funhouse recap, we have a new episode of Firefly Funhouse. It's Rambling Rabbit's funeral, of course. I guess he perished during Seth committing arson. And then Bray says to the other puppets there, say some kind words. And then Abby, the witch, says, he talked too much. Huskus says,
oh, he introduced me to carrot cake.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then Mercy goes, I'm hungry.
And then Bray says, thank you.
Thank you. And then Bray says, Rambling Rabbit, he wouldn't have an open casket. At his funeral, so he opens it up, and there's like a bloody stump of Rambling Rabbit in there.
Well, no, it's when he picked it up, you saw what it was. There was a giant chunk out of his other, like out of his head.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was like a bunch of blood.
Yeah,
there.
it was like it looked like a bloody stump or
Yeah.
something. And you realize, it's his head. There was a chunk missing out of it. And he says to Rambling Rabbit, he says, I never told you how much I loved you. And then he kisses the head, and that brings Rambling Rabbit back to life.
Yeah.
And everybody's overjoyed. Bray says, it works.
Yeah. And then he looks down, and Mercy's eating him.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
Goodbye,
he's
Rambling
maybe
Rabbit.
dead again. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, after that, we did have Drew Gulak versus Kalisto. There was a brief Lucha House Party picture-in-picture promo where I forget what they said because they always say the same thing, but that's okay. I like them. And then Drew had a promo where he wanted to expand further
On his
PowerPoint presentation about Braun Strowman and Tyson Fury's upcoming match at Crown Jewel. He showed the first slide, which was
how Tyson could beat Braun.
Yeah. And then as he was about to go to slide 2, Braun's music hits. Wait, no, is that how?
No.
Kalisto sucker kicked him.
Yeah, so the first slide was Tyson Fury could use his pugilist skills to his advantage to win.
And then Kalisto just
drop
kicked him.
To slide 2, he gets kicked in the head.
Yeah.
Drew eventually gets the upper hand, though. He hits like a nasty spine buster on Kalisto.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Like Danilo, the ref, was really checking on Kalisto.
Yeah.
Seemed like, well, pick him up, go for the finish. That's when Braun comes down the ring. Drew's distracted, allowing Kalisto to hit Salida del Sol. He gets the win. Braun comes in and like deadlifts Drew for a power slam. Asks for a mic. It's given to him. Before he could say anything, the crowd's saying, one more time, one more time. One more time. Braun obliges, drops the mic. All right, fine. Deadlifts him up again, another power slam, and then drops his promo saying, I beat up Drew, but at least he deserves to be in this ring, unlike you, Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
You're going to get hands. Pretty much it.
Yep.
We get a quick shot of Daniel Bryan walking backstage because he's got an interview next.
Yeah, he does.
Mike Cole's in the ring. He's interviewing him. He takes the windy road to say, Daniel Bryan, is the Yes Movement back?
Are you a good guy now, Daniel Bryan?
Are you face or are you still heel?
A face or a heel?
So before he can answer, cue Shinsuke Nakamura's music.
Mm-hmm. He
and Sami Zayn come out. They're on the ramp. They start talking. They make their way down the ring. Sami Zayn says, Daniel, you'd think I'd be upset that you beat Nakamura, that you pinned him. I'm actually impressed. We're both impressed.
Sami's making a lot of good points here. He says, you love the earth, I love the earth.
Nakamura loves the earth.
Nakamura
And he goes, I do.
Yeah. He's like, I hate the animal agriculture industry just like you do. I hate that the oceans are becoming...
acidification of the oceans. As does Nakamura, because, of course, Nakamura is an avid surfer.
That's why he came to WWE, so he could surf. You have to appreciate that.
Yeah, I guess you do. And he throws the video from last November after Daniel Bryan won the title where he declared the Yes Movement dead.
Yeah, muerte.
And Sami comes back and says, all right, we all know the new Daniel Bryan is the real Daniel Bryan. And as he mentions, we have a lot in common. Not only do we all love the earth, we want to protect it, save it. We're all artists in this ring. Mm-hmm. He says, Nakamura, he's an artist. You know, I am too. Daniel, you might be the foremost artist in this ring.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to flatter him.
Good pitch.
It is a good pitch. And he says, Daniel, do you want to move backwards? Do you want to go backwards to what you did 5 years ago with these people? Or do you want to move forward with us? And he extends his hand. Mm-hmm. And, man, Daniel Bryan milked this forever.
He did, yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So
he sort of puts his hand like this, like, should I do it or should I not? Crowd's going ape, going yes, yes, yes. And then instead of, like, making a decision, he just sort of walks between them.
He's, like, really feeding off the crowd. He's looking around a lot,
yeah,
looking at his hand. But then, yeah, he just kind of walks between Zayn and Nakamura and leaves the ring.
Man, I really wish he's not going to say yes.
I wish he would, man.
I really wish he would.
That'd be incredible.
Zayn
trio.
and Nakamura could totally work as a faction with other people.
You know what? I was not really into the pairing of Sami and Nakamura. But
it works more than you'd think it would.
It does now because I feel like Nakamura is way more into it.
Yeah.
I feel like his energy, especially tonight, was really good.
Yeah.
Like Sami's not being overbearing and overly annoying on the mic.
Yeah,
he's coming out. He's doing what he needs to do, say his piece, and not going too far with it.
Yeah,
I feel like Nakamura's into it a lot more.
That first match when Sami had a live mic during it, that was not working, and they got rid of that. So that's good.
It is good.
Yeah,
and it's like he's in the opening segment. He wasn't just Nakamura's mouthpiece, I guess you would say. He was kind of the spokesman in general for Team Flair, especially at the end.
Yeah. But if they continued, if Daniel Bryan, look, this is obviously not going to happen, but if Daniel Bryan had stayed heel and pivoted towards a faction with these two guys, they would be so over.
Oh, I know.
Like if they had a cool logo and a cool name, oh my god,
yeah, that'd be something else, man.
People, and they add like a tag team or something to it. Oh, it'd be completely over. It'd be so over. In any event, it seems like we're gonna get, like, you know, as hinted at last week. It seems like they're gonna move forward with this feud here, Daniel Bryan versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, which is gonna be great.
So that's awesome.
Then we get a quick shot of Team Hogan having a team meeting backstage.
And they weren't mic'd, unfortunately, but we can speculate what was being said there, of course.
I'm sure Hogan was politicking for him to make sure he gets the hot tag and gets the finish.
Any of you brothers, if you get into deep water, you know who you can tag, brother. Don't worry about what Vince says about me being cleared or not, brother. Clear from the man upstairs, brother. And that's all that matters. But taking my vitamins, drinking my milk, saying my prayers, brother. That's all you got to do, brother. Get that hot tag, brother. Get the largest arms in the world.
After that, Susan G. Komen segment with Holly, who's a WWE employee that exactly didn't say what she did.
This is always
but yes. Next, Mandy Rose versus Nikki Cross. Sasha Banks and Bayley were on commentary. They keep harping on the fact that Bayley's got a new haircut and stuff.
Yeah, they really need to drop that stuff, man.
Yeah.
What's with you?
It's not like the ponytails can grow back overnight.
Like, dude, when you come in and you've freshly shorn your hair.
It usually takes you a week for you to notice.
No, I usually notice pretty quick. But you never notice mine.
No, because it looks like 95% the same.
See, but when you go from like when it's been like a couple weeks for you or like a couple months and then you shave it, I'm not like, what's wrong? What's with this new attitude?
I know.
What's going on with your
Like
head?
your disposition is completely different. It's like, no, I'm just always grumpy, Steve. You don't notice it as much.
Some people just like they get their hair. Like, yes, it happened to coincide with her attitude change.
With their heel turn. And that's where they're saying, like, is Sasha responsible for this attitude change? Did she cut your hair, essentially?
Yeah, right.
And they're like, pfft.
I do appreciate Bailey was kind of gothed up tonight, though.
Yeah, she was.
Wearing all black, of course,
Yeah.
her hair. And yeah, she's all gothed up.
So that was kind of going on during the match, kind of annoying.
It was, I mean, Bailey and Sasha were good in this, though.
No, they were good.
They were good. It's such a silly line of questioning. What's with your new attitude? It's just like directly addressing, why are you a bad guy now?
I know.
You know? It's like speak about the actions, not necessarily about what's with your new attitude.
I know. So the match itself was fun.
My point is, they have something they could use with the whole role model thing. Like however she was with kids, and then you have the crying kids. And they've broached that, but that's what the focus should kind of be on.
Exactly.
You know? Anyway,
exactly.
sorry, go ahead.
Use that as a gateway to explain her motivation,
Yeah.
not just be like, what's with the new attitude?
What's with your hair?
Why'd you cut your hair?
Brother.
Anyway, this is a fun match. At one point, Mandy tosses Nikki to the floor. Of course, Sonya Deville's out there. This is great. She was like, ref, you not looking? Pow! Sucker punch Nikki. Back in the ring, Nikki makes a comeback, kind of culminates in the top rope fun splash. Mandy tries to make a comeback via V-trigger. Nikki avoids it, rolls up Mandy, gets a 2. Pretty much as soon as Mandy kicks out, Nikki gets her finish for the win.
Yeah. Yep. I
Fun
like
stuff.
it. Nikki Cross picking up them wins.
Yep.
So that she can eventually lose to Bailey.
Yep.
After that,
Next,
we had
see-
Team Flair backstage.
I'm sure there's a lot of wooing back there.
Yeah. I think this meeting was more concentrating on what they're going to do after the match.
Probably.
Listen, we're not going to win. They have Hogan. Afterwards, though, we're going to go out in town. We're going to kiss all the girls, whether they like it or not.
Style and profile.
Whoa, Rick. Whoa.
Wow.
Man. Consensual. It's a thing now. Steal kisses. No, you can't steal.
Can't do that, Rick. Cannot do that.
Plus, you're married.
Woo. Next, we were supposed to have a Cain Velasquez, Brock Lesnar face-to-face. Ray and Cain come down the ring. Ray's been dropping fire on the mic of late, man.
Oh, man, he's great.
He's been great.
Yeah, mi familia.
He's been fantastic.
Yeah.
So he drops a promo saying, Dominic, he's tough. He's proven that he is Mysterio.
He claimed that was the worst day of his life when Brock Lesnar destroyed his son because he called out for help and he couldn't help him.
Yeah.
Ayúdame. And he could, no, ayúdame. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He says Dominic's doing better. It's because the people send their well wishes his way. He says, repeat this line again, saying that Cain's going to give Brock another scar on the other side of his face. First time they fought, he punched a
Big old flap of skin.
giant flap of skin off his face.
Yeah.
And then Ray's like, all right, come on, Brock, get out here now. Let's just get this face-to-face going.
Now, okay, did we mention earlier Dominic was with them backstage. Walter, Dominic, whatever you want to call him.
Walter.
He was with them backstage. So
Sure.
when Rey Mysterio was talking about him, it was like, well, he's good enough to like get up and walk around. Why isn't he out here with you guys? Maybe because he thought that Brock Lesnar was going to actually participate in this face-to-face.
They thought, all right, Dominic or Walter, there's a broom closet here.
Right, yeah.
No one's going to suspect that I would hide the NXT UK champion
But Brock has
in a closet.
olfactory senses
does.
like a dog.
I guess so.
He snipped him out.
And yeah, we'll get to that later. So anyways, Brock and Paul show up on the Titantron, and then Paul goes on, says Brock's got better things to do than do a face-to-face with Cain. But, here, guess what Brock's been up to today? Which is an odd line of questioning. And then Ray and Cain are like, I don't know.
Okay.
And then Paul's like, oh, you're not going to speculate. Well, here, let's give you a spoiler.
Yeah.
And then Brock reaches down and pulls up by his shirt a beaten up Dominic.
Like a sack of trash.
Yeah, with a ripped up Cain Velasquez shirt.
I imagine when he found him, it was like that scene from The Revenant with Bear versus
post
Leo
Post bear attack.
DiCaprio. That's what it looked like, kind of.
And so we cut the commercial. Like, oh my gosh, what?
Why are you cutting a
That's a
commercial
weird time to cut
now?
a commercial. But then you wait
That's great TV, man.
because it pays off.
It's the cliffhanger.
So we come
it's like
back.
them Duke boys. They're in trouble.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. We come back from commercial, and Ray and Cain and a trainer and Pat Buck are all hovering around a table, and the trainer is like attending to Dominic, telling Ray, "Get back! I'm trying to do my job here. Get back, guys. Give me some space." In charge is Brock with a multi-use garbage can.
Yeah.
And lays everybody out with the garbage can.
Well, he lays out. Hold on. The camera sort of follows Brock as he lays out the medical guy. I think Pat Buck, Dominic, and Cain, and then Rey Mysterio comes leaping from out of frame onto Brock, who just, basically throws him.
F5s him into a wall.
He F5s him, but with so much force into the wall. There is so much force, and this didn't look like a staged area. This looked legit, and Mysterio's foot
went through the wall.
Went so hard it made a big dent in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. And he lays out Cain again.
Well, Cain comes up too to try to attack him, and then Brock picks him up and then F5s him onto Walter.
It was legitimately.
Who was still on the table getting where he was getting looked at.
I feel like this was just a Dominic nightmare. After what happened, this is a nightmare scenario for him. At this point, I'm never going to another arena with Dad again.
Because in Ray's promo, he's like, Dominic still has this dream of being a WWE superstar.
Not anymore.
That's done.
Not anymore.
People like Brock Lesnar are here. No. No Moss.
No Moss. No Moss. No way, man.
I think we go to another commercial. We come back, and Cain this is actually a solid promo. I heard
this was good. Yeah,
I didn't watch the press conference they did to announce this match at Crown Jewel. I heard that his scripted dialogue delivery is a little rough.
Sure, yeah.
This was good though.
Yeah, it was just. I at one point I caught the word "way," which I think means fool, or it might be a harsher version of that. But he was basically calling out Brock Lesnar and Espanol,
saying you're a fool for doing this.
I guess so. I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. I thought it was really good. I think that if there should really be no problem if somebody who speaks whose first language is not English, and they wish to if somebody speaks and it's not their first language is English.
He's born in California.
Oh, that's fine. In any event, if they can communicate better in a different language, then they should be allowed to do so.
Oh, totally.
Is my point.
However they're most comfortable delivering their promos, yes.
That's the point. Because I'm thinking all the stuff about Nakamura and Asuka and all that.
Totally.
And it's if they want to drop it in English, number one, people shouldn't be wutting them.
Exactly.
If Cain can communicate better in Espanol, then he should be allowed to do
that. Agreed.
Permíteme.
Yes.
Well, anyways.
I think he was born in
He might be from California, but he sounds better in Spanish, man.
I think I read he was born in Salinas.
Really? That far north? Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyways, after that we had our main event. Nakamura, Cesaro, King Corbin, Team Flair.
Yes.
At least part of it.
Yeah.
Versus
SmackDown
Shorty
contingent.
G, Ali.
Yeah, Salinas.
Roman Reigns. Well, he was very effective in Spanish.
He was great. It was great. So as soon as the bell ring, heels go on the attack, take it to the faces. Everybody's brawling all over the place. Baron and Roman make their way back into the ring to start. Eventually, Nakamura and Gable are tagged in. The notes I have written down here are not going to communicate the full glory of this match. It was a lot of fun.
So Yo Lucha Low here says Cain was literally saying he was going to kill Brock. And then, Jay Skill says way means dumbass, basically.
Oh, okay.
So,
there's great back and forth on the mat between Nakamura and Gable. Commentary is getting over, Nakamura, as good as he is on the mat, can't handle Gable, which kind of played out. But still, Nakamura is comporting himself pretty well. And some technical wrestling. Eventually, Ali, he's in the match for a long time. He's the face that's getting beat up a lot to get that face heat.
Yeah.
He eventually makes a comeback. I think he's getting beat up across at least one, if not two, commercial breaks.
Yeah, sounds right.
He was in the match for a while. Eventually makes a comeback against Cesaro, hits a DDT on him. He tries to get the hot tag to Roman, but Baron runs around the ring, pulls Roman off the apron, and throws in the barricade. I didn't make note of this, but at one point, oh man, Hogan was licking his chops. I think it was right here, licking his chops.
It was because Corbin ran right past him, and we were all sitting there like, oh my God, is Hogan gonna stick out, or a boot or an arm or something?
Give him a lariat.
Yeah, But none of that. But Hogan, you can tell. Ooh, he wanted in on that.
He was seeing the dollar signs, the spotlight, all that. He just couldn't wait.
Me and this Corbin kid, we could draw so much money.
Eventually, though, shortly thereafter, Ollie does get the hot tag to Gable. Gable takes it to Corbin. The crowd is hot for Chad Gable. At one point, Gable's working over Corbin. Nakamura hits the ring. Gable hits an exploder suplex on him, and then later hits a moonsault on Corbin, gets a 2. Corbin charges towards him. Gable transitions like seamlessly into an ankle lock, and then Nakamura breaks it up with the Kinshasa. Gable's put in the top rope. Corbin and Nakamura, I guess it wasn't a proper Kinshasa, but it was a knee to the face. Corbin and Nakamura go for double superplex. Gable happens to fight him off and hits a double missile drop kick on the both of them. He gets to his corner, tags in Roman. Cesaro's in. Roman goes for a Superman punch. Cesaro counters with spin, follows with a sharpshooter. Roman tries to get the ropes. Cesaro pulls him back towards the middle of the ring, and then Ali breaks it up with a super kick. Roman goes for a spear, eats a knee from Cesaro. He follows with the pop-up European uppercut, gets a 2. Mm-hmm. There's also a great bit where Cesaro goes for a springboard European uppercut and eats a Superman punch instead.
Yeah.
In the end, though, Roman hits a spear, tags in Ali. He hits the 450 for the win. That's really cool. They had Ali get that pin.
Yeah, Hogan was like, Roman, brother, you should have done it yourself. How are you going to be the big dog? How are you going to draw the big money, brother?
At one point, Roman hits Cesaro, I think, with the boot. Mm-hmm. I can only imagine Hogan saying, "You got to follow up with the leg drop, brother." 1, 2, 3,
brother.
No one kicks out of the leg drop.
So Fear and Loathing here mentions Cain fought in the UFC forever and spoke great English all the time. Here's the thing, though. Dropping a promo, which is essentially improv acting.
Or, in the case of WWE, scripted.
Yeah, or scripted, yeah, is way different than just shooting from the hip, like, legitimately. Like, if I come up to you and ask you a question about the sport or something you're doing, your profession,
you're
going to have a well-educated answer.
But if you give me a bit of scripted dialogue that's supposed to elicit an emotional response from people, there's beats you got to hit.
Yeah.
There's acting
That's
involved.
tough because you're thinking about hitting the lines or hitting those beats, and even if it's improv, have you ever just tried, if nobody's around, just try to drop a promo the way these guys do. There's a reason they have classes for this in NXT.
Easy.
It is not easy. It's not easy. So, but if it's actually easier for him in Espanol, then by all means,
I know.
do that.
I know. It's great. Because I think I know there's generally story beats they want to hit with promos. They want to elicit emotional response, and I think the latter is probably the most important thing. Because, all right, Brock just beat up Cain, Ray, and Dominic again. You think Kane's going to be happy about that? No, he's going to be upset.
Right.
I don't have to understand a lot of what he's saying to know what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know?
The fact that I understood the word fool and you put it together and was like, yeah, he probably says you're a fool for doing that.
Yeah.
And evidently you're probably right. I mean, that's enough for us. You know,
Totally.
Even if he was speaking in Japanese, which I know zero language except at this point Ichiban and Miban, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I can figure those out. Like, I wouldn't know what it is. Like when Okada drops a promo, I have no idea what he's saying. And even if Chris Charlton's not there to translate, I can figure it out. I can
You can
understand.
figure out the emotional basis of
Right,
what
exactly,
he's saying.
yeah.
You might
Yeah.
not understand the words. You understand the ebbs and flows of what he's trying to communicate for the most part.
Yeah.
Anyways, we want to answer some questions.
Yeah, let's answer some questions. I suppose I'll hit the Discord here.
All right, fine. Eduardo Caboverte, Ballard just said the Prince is back. Gonna check out, see if there's some clips from backstage on the YouTube or something when we're done with this.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Maddie says, I want Gable to be on NWA Power so badly, and I thought Daniel Bryan should have gone in for the handshake, then psych, pulled his hand away and lay out Sammy.
He should have done this.
That'd been good.
Alexander Miller, SmackDown looks like $1 million now. Glad to see Fox seems to be taking it seriously as they can.
That's true. It does. It looks great. That set is amazing. And it has a big feel. That main event had a Raw level feel to it. It had a pay-per-view level feel to it.
Yeah.
It really did.
Well, and it's a subtle thing, but you can tell the difference in the cameras they're using now.
Sure, yeah.
It's not a huge difference.
Yeah.
Subtle.
Yeah. Looks great.
It looks fantastic.
Looks really good.
Fear and Loathing, Larson. Finn gives a Pele kick to Steve, then gives you a leather jacket and puts up the too sweet. Do you take it?
So, man, that's pretty tempting. Because, like, he just kicked me.
I know.
That's one thing.
That's what really is.
You kind of want it too sweet, man.
I really
and
kind of
Balor's.
At that point, I kind of do.
Wow. That's huge.
I might. But just because he Pele kicked you. If he
Yeah.
hadn't done that, then no dice.
Well, what if he... Okay, so not just the leather jacket's not enough? No.
There's got to be violence in your direction. Ideally, be Pele kick,
Ouch.
shotgun drop kick through the barricade,
Yeah.
and then 1916 through the ramp.
Yeah.
Then definitely, yeah.
Right on my head like he did to Gargano?
Yeah, but put you through the ramp.
Oh,
like you
wow.
dent the ramp.
So it's like a 2K20 situation.
Exactly, yes.
Like
It's a glitch. Yeah. You face through your
You start walking around like this.
Exactly.
I love that Dakota guy did that on video.
But I'm not turning. I'm just walking like this. Yes.
All
exactly.
because of those damn ring steps.
I know, man. Fear and Loathing again. Imagine Liv Morgan came back to SmackDown a few weeks ago ready to read the butt with short black hair, and then sees Bailey did the same thing. Probably just shrug.
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing again. Dominic looks as much as Samoa Joe as he does Walter.
You're insane. Who said that?
Fear and Loathing.
Oh, you're crazy, Fear and Loathing. You're crazy. That dude is literally a doppelganger.
Kelly88. Ray's son's new name. I don't even know what this means. Walla Nick, you're welcome. What does that mean?
Walter and Dominic.
Oh, there you go.
All together.
See?
I just say Welder. It's funny. The fact that Walter then did a 619 is absolutely just murders me. Do you see he bought his, I'm assuming his wife?
Or it's something.
Fiance,
his
something
significant
like
other.
Yeah.
Mercedes, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a very sweet Twitter post about it. He seemed like such a nice guy.
Throughout all the years when I was useless and not drawing any money, you were there for me to support me. You are forever in my heart, Imperium.
This car is sacred.
This car is sacred.
Mercedes is the most sacred car there is.
He plays such a mean guy
That
so
dude's
well.
probably fucking hilarious to
he's
hang out with.
He's probably a sweetheart.
He probably is, and he's probably a blast.
In my heart,
He's probably got the driest sense of humor. He probably says the funniest thing in the world is barely smirks.
Yeah. Alex Foster. Everyone says certain wrestlers are better as heels. What wrestlers are better as faces? Ali, I guarantee. I'm not sure what he'd be like as a heel, but man, I don't want to see it.
No.
I do not want to see it. That guy, they let him be so natural. I do not want to see him as a
Even
heel.
when he delivered that awful line tonight,
he
did it well.
Yeah.
And the setup was great.
Yeah.
He's so natural on the mic. Mm-hmm. Who's better as a face?
I prefer Cesaro as a face. But he doesn't make a bad heel.
Yeah. I just kind of... It seems like when wrestlers are heels, they're just having more fun. And I appreciate that. It translates that wrestlers are enjoying their
Cesaro's
jobs.
the thing. I don't know why I bring up Cesaro specifically. But because we've seen both a lot with him, he seems like he's having fun regardless.
Yeah.
You know? And then when he gets in the ring, he's so damn creative.
Oh, I feel like Rey Mysterio is a way better face than heel. Filthy Animals.
Were they bad guys?
I think in theory they were supposed to be.
I don't remember anything about that. But no, I agree with you. Ray should always be a face for sure. The way he talks, he just sounds like a face. Let's see here. Christopher Appersod, since Woods is injured now, Kofi and Big E will be forced into a tag team division. Well, they've always been in the tag team division. I mean, Kofi, I know he had a singles run. And are we just going to forget about the Kofi push? They forgot about that already. That's done. That happened weeks ago.
Yeah.
Christopher also says, can you imagine how they did the Shorty G gimmick to Kurt Angle? No, I can't.
He was all of 2 inches taller. I think he's only like 5'10 or 5'11.
Yeah. Okay.
He's probably about my height.
Yeah, but he's
he's always pretty jacked.
Yeah. But no, I get the point.
Yeah.
I get the point.
Oh, Cal Jack says he's almost home. Why are you chatting in the
Stop.
car?
What are you doing?
Don't do that.
Maybe he's at an extended red light.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe did voice to text.
Yeah, maybe. Could be. Let's see here. Wong, I missed SmackDown, but was reading through the results. And when I saw that Drew Gulak lost, I literally shouted in frustration. What do you think is the angle with him, and what do you think his ceiling is on Maine? Drew Gulak is in control of his own destiny. That dude can get anything and everything over. He will be fine. I have no doubts about that whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's
It'd be
a
pretty
killer
funny
wrestler.
if he ended up costing Braun that match at Crown Jewel.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
While he would get absolutely decimated in the subsequent SmackDown, I mean, it says something that they're inserting him in a pretty high-profile feud.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, that's a really good point. They could have used any number of people, but they're using Drew Gulak. That's a good point.
Or they could have not used anybody else.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just on a bunch of crappy video packages.
Yep. I mean, they're doing that too. But Cal says he's at a stop sign.
Usually he's just chilling there to stop.
I guess
sign.
I mean there's no cross traffic whatsoever.
You're lingering, Cal. You're lingering.
Yeah.
Let me just refresh this and see if we have any more questions
Fair
before
enough.
we call it a night. Refresh. Nope, no more.
That's that.
All right, that's that, Mattress Man. Want to say thanks to everybody for hanging out with us on the stream
Should
tonight.
watch that movie.
Thanks to maybe I will this weekend. I don't really have anything going on. We might go check out the Lighthouse tomorrow.
Oh, where's that playing?
A lot of places.
Really?
Yeah, it's oddly a wider release than I thought it was. I think it's at Palladio.
Because it's got Willem Dafoe in it.
He's great.
He is great.
Yeah.
He's great in pretty much everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, thanks. Thanks for not choosing me.
Thanks for not choosing me.
That's it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Till next time. We'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.